What is going on, guys, and welcome to my channel, BK Sports Talk. I am your host, Brendan, and we will get right into it. Today we'll be previewing the Eagles game coming up on Sunday. The New Orleans Saints versus the Philadelphia Eagles, 4:30, 4:25 Eastern Time. I'll probably be live streaming the game here on this channel, going by the play-by-play and stuff like that. So if you're watching this, maybe you can come through and. If you like the content, you want to see more, drop a like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let's get right into it. So, the New Orleans Saints, 9-1 on the season, going up against the Philadelphia Eagles, 4-5. The hardest thing for the Eagles in this game is going to be the defense is so banged up. The Eagles' defense is the defensive line has been the defensive line has been underperforming this year. But in the whole secondary is out. I think Sidney Jones, they said, is going to be playing, but he hasn't played anything except corner. Corner obviously, but slot corner as of now. He's going to have to play the outside. He's probably going to have to versus Michael Thomas, one of the elite wide receivers in the league, and I guarantee you the Eagles secondary is going to get torched. The only starter that they even have left in the secondary is Malcolm Jenkins. Rodney McLeod out for the season. Jalen Mills, he's going to be back, I think. I don't know when he's going to be back, but they said he's going to be back sometime. Like, he's not gone for the season, but he's not. They ruled him out. It was Wednesday or Thursday. They ruled him out for the game already on Sunday, so obviously I don't know how close he is to a return. And Ronald Darby out for the season. I don't remember if it's ACL or MCL. I think it's ACL. But either way, he's out for the season. So the Eagles secondary is not getting much better, so we're going to have to turn to the offense in this game if we're going to get this W. I believe the offense can give the Eagles the W in this game. I mean, they have definitely been underperforming to this point. They have weapons all over the place, but the two most key positions that have been the reason why the offense has been inept to this point has been the offensive line, the running back positions. The offensive line has just, the two tackles have been banged up all year. Even when they're in there, I don't think they're at 100%. They haven't been playing like they're at 100%. It really shows. They even have, what's his name? I think Samalu's still in there. He's not that good, I don't think. Kelsey has been very consistent, very good, definitely making the Pro Bowl. And is it Wisniewski is the last one, or is he the other guard? Either way, the offensive line has been underperforming. During the Cowboy game, the Cowboys' defensive line isn't even that good, but he was just under constant pressure the entire game. There's even a picture of Vitae, I think was Vitae playing? I think he was. He was choke holding one of the Cowboys player while the Cowboys player was holding down Wentz's arm while he was making a throw. It's bad out here. And then the running back position. You have Sproles. They let go of Blunt in the offseason, and it was I thought it was a decent move. Blunt, it was obviously slowing down. He's getting old. Nobody to sign him. The Lions completely overpaid him. But then you just can't expect Ajayi is going to go down with an injury. Sproles is down I think Sproles is done. He came back for one practice. Something happened to his hamstring, and I think Sproles is done. It's really sad to say. I love Sproles as a player and off the field. But I do believe he is. The only possible thing I could see is you may as well keep him out to the playoffs, and if you can come in and make one punt return play in the playoffs, it was worth signing him back for another year. But I do not believe he will be back this year. If he is, it'll be week 17. The Eagles will already be out of the playoffs, and he comes back in just because this is his last season. But you have those two out. Clement is underperformed up to this point. Last year, during the playoffs, his ability to make the first man miss was so crucial. I just remember one play in particular where it was 3rd and 3 or something like that, and Foles throws it out to Clement in the flat, and the Vikings linebacker was there. This is during the NFC Championship game. The Vikings linebacker's there, and he goes to make the tackle, and Clement spins off of him and gets the first down. Those were the kind of plays Clement was able to make last year that he just hasn't been there this year. His ability to make the first man miss has not been there, and that's what's held him down. We all know Smallwood. Smallwood's such a hard worker. I love Smallwood, but he doesn't have enough skill. He doesn't have a size. He runs really hard, but he's so small. So And then Adams. I like Adams. Adams is intriguing, but he can't hold it down right now. So the running back position is really killing us as well. But the amount of wide receivers and Wentz at the quarterback, we gotta be able to make some plays on offense. The Saints' pass defense is one of the worst in the league. I believe they should be able to exploit them. The biggest thing is getting the ball out of Wentz's hands because Wentz loves to sit back there for a while, and that's like one of my biggest critiques with him. He sits back there and like last year, this is another thing with Clement able to dodge the first man last year. Wentz was able to like make a man miss last year. This year he looks a little slower doing it. It could have something to do with his ACL, but he looks a little slower doing it. He doesn't always make the miss, and he takes a lot of sacks, and he's taking more sacks than he did last year at least. So maybe get the ball out of his hands quicker. Tate was invisible last week. Well, not invisible, but he only got like 2 or 3 targets, and he didn't really do much with it. You expect him to get in a more increased role this week. Jeffrey, since I think it was, I'm not sure exactly, before whoever we played before the Jaguars. Since the Jaguars game, that man has not done anything. We're paying him like a number 1 wide receiver. I could tell you already that he brings when Jeffrey wasn't on the field with the Eagles, the wide receiver corps was in trouble. But like he comes in there, he's not making big plays, but he kind of opens it up for the rest of them. But like he's not like a big play guy. Like I don't know, he just doesn't. He had those 2 100-yard games, or maybe it was 100-yard game earlier in the season. But since those 2 games, he's been like basically invisible. Aguilar, it even looks like Aguilar's taking like a bit of a step back this year. I mean, I was looking for him to take another step forward, but obviously no one thinks he's taking a step forward when they brought in Tate, who is basically a better version of Aguilar. And then Matthews has been I'm a big Matthews fan. I mean, he's been doing work this year, but they brought him in. They needed a deep threat. They brought in Matthews. Matthews ain't a deep threat, even though like his numbers might tell you otherwise. He's not a deep threat. They knew that. That's why they brought in Tate, but Tate isn't a deep threat either. I think the Tate trade might come back and bite us in the butt as a useless type of trade. The problem with this game on Sunday is going to be the Eagles' defense will have literally zero answer for the Saints' offense. Breeze is going to air it out all day over them, and it's gonna be a long day on defense. If the offense can stay with it, if Peterson can make some good play calls, I mean, I guess you have a chance. Peterson's supposed to be an offensive guru. Doesn't look like it right now. The play calling has been mediocre at best during the season. He's got to know the season's on the line. The season's not really on the line because they could lose. They could drop this game and still win the division at like 9-7. But realistically, if they don't get this win, they're not going to do anything in the playoffs anyways. So they got to go out there, and Peterson got to coach like he knows the season's on the line because they've been going through. I don't remember who said it, but one of the Eagles players said earlier this week, "There's no pressure." Like, come on, get your head out of your ass. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard when Peterson said there's no pressure. There's got to be some pressure. The defending Super Bowl champs are about to be basically knocked out of playoff contention halfway through the season. That is not. He said it's supposed to be the new norm that we're supposed to be in the NFC Championship game. We ain't getting anywhere close to the NFC Championship game this year at this rate. So I want to see them come out, play hard. Last week they looked flat. The Cowboys wanted it more than them. They need to show up this week. I need, even if you were to lose to the Saints, make it close. We all know the Saints are going to score points. Eagles, score points. Make it a close game. I could see both teams having 30 or 40 points. But this will be my prediction for the game. I'm going to go with 42 for the Philadelphia Eagles to 35 for New Orleans Saints. That is my final prediction. If you like this video and you want to stick around, maybe drop me a like or a sub or something. And maybe come through to the live stream tomorrow, because this is Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. This is Saturday night. This will be going up. If you want to come through to the live stream tomorrow, 4:25 Eastern time, or maybe a little before that, maybe I'll start at like 3:30 and we'll catch the end of the 1 o'clock games. And it should be fun. We'll see you if you want to come through. See you then. Thank you for watching.